Hello and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be books that I read in May. This month I did read 4 books. I started a few of them. I also got a few new books. I'm only going to be showing the books that I actually read. So the first book that I read was Daughter of the Pirate King. I know that I've mentioned this a lot in a few of my videos. I rate this a 5-star and it's about a girl called Elosa on a mission by her dad because her dad's the Pirate King. So kind of like controls all the pirates. They have to pay him if they want to sail the sea and all of this. So she's been put on this mission to go and get kidnapped by 2 brothers. Obviously they're captains of a different ship, and so she's had to pretend to be kidnapped. Obviously she's got kidnapped by them, but obviously it's all planned. And she has to go and find a piece of this map that her dad has the first part, someone else has the second part, and they have the third part. And this map, when all the 3 pieces are put together, it leads to this island that the sirens control. Like, they're the ones that own the island. The island has got all the treasure that the sirens have collected from all the ships that have sailed there and have sank, and just people that they've killed. So that's what this is about. I did rate it a 5-star. It was a really, really good book. Also the first fantasy book that I read. So definitely a good one if you want to start getting into fantasy. This was the 3rd one that I read, but I'm just going to put this here because obviously the second one I've Daughter of the Pirate King. So this one is Daughter of the Siren Queen. Kind of the same storyline, however her mum's in this one. So obviously her mum's a siren. She's half siren, so Elosa's half siren, half human, and she finds her mum that she's not seen in 18 years. Obviously she's 18, so she's never met her mum or anything, and her dad always told her that her mum was this monster person, this monster siren, didn't want anything to do with her, went away, didn't want anything. Turns out no, her dad actually had her locked up, so she tried to rescue her mum. It didn't go to plan. Her dad came, hunted her down, tried to kill her. They ended up racing to this island that in the first book they're going on about. Get there, and her dad captures everyone on her ship, so her crew. Tries to kill them all, kills a lot of them, and in the end he does end up dying. And she ends up having the happily ever after. But there is romance in both of these books, only a little bit, but it's more like them flirting with each other and winding each other up. But another good book to read if you're just getting into fantasy. So this was the 2nd book that I read, so it's Twin Crowns, and this is a really good fantasy book as well. Basically it's about 2 sisters that were separated at birth. One's about to become queen to rule the island, and another one was brought up by witches because their mum was a witch, but only one of them knows that. So obviously the one that was brought up by witches, she's the one that knows that she's a witch, knows all the past, but the other one doesn't. So Rose is the one that's about to become queen. The one that's about to become queen is Rose, and Ren is the one that's been brought up by the witches and all her family. So basically the kingdom is trying to kill all the witches, get rid of them because they don't like them, they don't like what they can do, they don't like the powers, so they're trying to kill them, and that's why they're trying to get Rose to become queen. However, that's not how it actually goes, and Ren decides that she's going to switch places with Rose so she can become queen and save all the witches. However, when Rose actually finds out that's what's happening, because she gets kidnapped, goes back to all the witches, finds out about her family history, meets her family and all of this, and then she ends up seeing a different side of it because obviously she ends up learning that she's a witch. So she comes back to come and help Ren because she wants to be queen still. So she comes back to come and help Ren, and she's getting married. So the person she's getting married to, his dad wants to actually move Rose to a different island and he wants to rule the island that they're in so he can be the one to get rid of all the witches, but none of them want that and they're trying to stop the wedding. It doesn't go well at first and then it does, but there is a lot of blood shed. I did rate this one a 5 stars as well. I have got the second one, which is Cursed Crowns. I haven't read that yet, but this one was still a really good read. The last book I read this month was Bad Girl Reputation. I don't know what it was, I just didn't like it. Like, it is a really good book, I just didn't like it, and I think it's just because my mind just wasn't thinking about it, like it was elsewhere, so I didn't actually take in any of the information, but it is still a really good book. It's a short book, a little cute second chance romance, and it's about a girl called Jen, and she moves away, but she comes back because it's her mum's funeral, which no one told her that her mum had died, and she ends up seeing her ex-boyfriend Evan, and he's trying to win her back. She don't want anything to do with it, and obviously they fall in love again, and that's basically what the story is all about. So him trying to win her over and her giving him every reason why it's not going to work. Obviously a lot of drama does go down with a lot of people, but it is a good book. I rated it 3 stars just because I didn't enjoy it that much, but I would still recommend this to other people if you just want like a cute little romance one, second chance romance. I would definitely recommend this. I just didn't like it. So this is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and please like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Also go and check out my Instagram and my TikTok for other book updates and book videos.